Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, it's that time again to do the monthly predictions video. Here we are trying to figure out what kind of heads up can we get for September 2025. It is upon us. It is upon us. It is upon you if you're watching this right now. At the time of filming this, it is not yet upon me. It is Monday, August 25th at the time of filming this now. So if I say anything in this that ends up coming true here this last week of August, then that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's why I show y'all my phone screen to let you know what day it is. I'm having to record this early because there's a lot going on this week, and I know that with everything going on, being out of town and all this kind of pulled left, right, and center, Scooter's got a surgical recheck out of town. I've got work stuff out of town. We have family stuff out of town. There's just a lot of stuff where I'm not going to be here to film. So, I have to do it today, a week early, and then hopefully I can get all of this up for you in time for September 1st. So, we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, it is that time to take a look into things, figure out what kinds of heads up we can have about the month of September coming up ahead of us. So, why don't we get right into it? I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. Don't let that freak you out. Got a good track record here on the channel. As I set the cards down over there, I will go ahead and pull up their camera and move this microphone right here. Got Penelope in the matching reds. Trying to give myself some sort of lighthearted, and I didn't mean to. This is actually pinkish red, so kind of in the same thing. Oh, and my sticky note for today is also pink. I really didn't mean to be doing all this. Look how coordinated we are. Can it help me pretend I have my life together? Anywho, so let's get right on into this. I'm going to get shuffled up here. As I get shuffled up, as always, this is a international reading. It's open internationally. We do this. We got all kinds of viewers from all over the world. So anything can come up from around the globe. And this is always all alleged, just my interpretation as well. Y'all know. Gotta say that for the YouTube overlords that don't like you to just say whatever you're seeing without disclaimers, apparently. So, let's go ahead. Take a peek into the first thing that we're allowed to know about September 2025. Okay, got some interesting cards coming on out here. Interesting cards. Alrighty, so just jumping straight into the pool right now. We're seeing some heavy hitters here, starting out with the Wheel of Fortune upright, then got a Queen of Cups in reverse, fortunately a Devil card in reverse for our top row, then bottom row, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, also fortunately to see it this way, and the Two of Swords upright. So, these cards, I know a lot of people zero in on these two, but I'm very happy to see them in the reverse position. This, to me, is indicating that there may be some aspect of September that lets off the gas just a little bit from the blazing trails that we've been going down so far in 2025. It has been a fast year. I can't believe that we're already approaching the 9th month of the year. I mean, seriously, just speeding along this year. And this is a little bit of a sense of, again, not pumping the brakes, but letting off the gas a little. So, you know, maybe we would rather it be a pumping the brakes, but we'll take what we can get. The Wheel of Fortune upright is a good omen. It's a positive, good luck type of card. It's also a card saying that there are some things coming up that are just playing out on their cycle, and it's time for that cycle to happen. It's just time. Of course, we always have free will in this world, but sometimes even with our free will, we have already, so to speak, chosen the direction that we're going to be going. It's already, a direction that out of all the different translucent potentials around, it is the opaque one that has the most energy behind it. It's the most likely to happen. And so we do have some set of events that seem to feel fated for September, that seem to be like, yeah, it's pretty much already a chosen path at this point. But with this card in the upright position, it's not something I'm super worried about. It's not something I'm super worried about. Sure, we have our Queen of Cups in reverse, which is an overturned emotional card, which means not everybody is going to feel good about these changes coming down the pipeline in September. Not everyone's going to see this as a good thing, but they are presenting this as a good thing. Again, by having a positive omen card and by having the devil card in reverse, which means that they are showing this is the route that is less toxic, that is less, I guess, any of those kind of words you really want to choose. Unhealthy. It's less tied up where you feel like, what am I gonna do? My hands are tied. I'm stuck. It's not that. There's some freedom in this. There's some movement in this. There's some silver linings in these clouds. So these are actually positive signs. And then similarly down here, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, that's a not so bad position to see this card. This is like, we just can't seem to get in there, and we just can't seem to make things work, and there's a lot of struggle and strain. This is a reverse. So again, I feel like some of the challenging things that have happened this year that we've been blazing full speed ahead, it feels like a bit of an energy of pulling off a little bit. Again, not pumping the brakes, but at least taking your foot off the gas. Lots of hard things in a rearview mirror. Lots of upcoming things where we have choice points. It's nice to feel like we have choice in some things coming up. A lot of people feel like choice gets removed from them, and that can feel disempowering. So to be able to see that here is a positive. So this feels like it's not referring to one specific thing. So if your mind is sitting here like, what exactly specific event could this be referring to? This is feeling kind of like an overall September energy type of read right here. So don't wreck your brain to try to get a single thing pulled out of this. I'm sure they'll come up with specific stuff as we continue to read on with more cards. But this feels like, okay, September as a snapshot is gonna be a litany of events that not everyone will see as a positive thing, but that in the grand scheme of things here looks like it is. That it shows we are going in a direction that is already chosen, and that there are silver linings, and that there will be a sense of slowing down ish. Again, it's hard to say slowing down, because when I say that, people are thinking pumping brakes, and again, we're just letting off the gas. I hate to have to repeat myself. I know it's annoying, but some things bear repeating so that it's clear that there's just something that feels let up about the month of September in comparison to the rest of the year that has already come before it. So that's an interesting way to start. I'm not, entirely mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Let's pull this up, see what else we can know about September. Maybe we're going to get some, little details, some more context of piece by piece, some things to look out for, or let's see. Okay. as I'm shuffling up here too, y'all know we always do 2 of these, so every month we have this main video here that you're watching, and then we always have a second video, an extended video, where we just continue to pull what else we can know, what else did we not get to in this video, and put that extended video over there on the channel membership. So for Perk Squad members, you'll have a second video as always over there. So if you'd like to be a member of the Perk Squad, you can click the join button below or the link in the description box. Lots of different perks there, everything listed except for also including that we do weekly forecasts every single week to kind of get a sense for the energy of that week. And one of the perks to the Perk Squad happens to be video shout outs. So shout out to you, Lana, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here, Lana. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Shout out to you. Alrighty, I think we are sufficiently shuffled. So let's go. What else can we know about September 2025? Pray tell, spirit guides. Ooh. As I'm shuffling, y'all see that? Beep. We shall take it. We shall take it. I just heard Julio open an energy drink in there. Literally. I can literally tell that he just opened an energy drink in there. That's funny. I'm all the way in the office, and I can tell in the kitchen he opened an energy drink. And specifically, I know that's what he opened. Let me see. Rico! Ben! Let's just see. I don't know if he's coming or not. Ven para acá, por favor. Let's see. What'd you just open?
Monster.
Say it to the microphone.
A monster. Let me say monster. Monster. A monster.
You opened a monster, aka an energy drink?
Yes, because in my contacts, I need to change. Okay, a monster. I need to change my contacts because I fell asleep, like took a nap with him
On the kitchen floor.
With the dog, with the puppies.
Took a nap on the kitchen floor with the dogs.
Yeah, so now they feel super dry. And yeah, I'm like, I need to wake up. So I'm like, but before I do the contact thing, let me take a sip of a monster so I can wake up. And then I heard you.
Yeah, I was telling them, I heard like that. And I was like, Cleo just opened an energy drink. I know it. And I was like, specifically, I know it was an energy drink. I could hear it. And I was like, let me call him in here.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, pardon the interruption, but that was funny. Oh, September energy coming into us already. I actually like that though. You know how sometimes when we're doing these videos and we have things come up in the cards and like whatever the energy of the cards is bringing kind of sets the tone for the energy of the actual video during filming. So sometimes if there's chaotic energy coming from the cards, then there will be chaotic energy in the video, like, you know, doorbells ringing and dogs barking because of it and me dropping the cards on the floor or, you know, whatever kind of stuff. And this time it was that funny little moment over the energy drink thing. So that's a good sign here. What we just read about the potential for just a little touch more levity, even if it's just woven in. You know, life is always going to throw lemons, but maybe life throws lemons and then it also throws us a sugar packet so we can make some tasty lemonade, you know, and then it throws some more lemons, but it also throws some berries we can put in there too. And like, ooh, look at this. We're being all fancy lemonade, you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Okay. You get what I'm saying. So again, not mad at it. What we're seeing here, second pull. We also have some, you know, kind of big cards in this as well. And with this, especially up here, I'm looking at this Judgment card in reverse. Cushioned here in between this Ten of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords upright. So this to me feels like there will be, I mean, hate to be literal, but a poor judgment call coming in, and coming in a way that is not super recoverable. And it has to do with this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is coming up right, which means that this Queen of Swords is a very intelligent person. This energy is most likely referring to a female. And so very intelligent female coming in here. So this issue revolves around her, but she may not be the one that has made the bad judgment call, because she's coming up in an upright position. I really would have expected this if it was her that made the bad judgment call. So I think it is about her, but the bad judgment call was not her issue, not her fault, not her doing. So there's a bad judgment call about her that causes whoever does the bad judgment call to basically, you know, drop the ball here. They were trying to do something and they fumbled the ball. They screwed it up. And she seems to be in a stronger position because of it. That whatever it was that they did, wands are fire energy. They did something fiery. They did something out of some sort of passionate, like, oh, I'm going to do this. That can sometimes come up for a decision that's impulsive. That can sometimes come up for a decision that is irrational, or you do it based off of, you know, passionate emotion rather than thinking things through. Or you're doing it because you're wanting to threaten some kind of a way, because of course we know, again, fire energy, a lot of times there's, you know, some Mars energy in that, which is kind of fighting energy. So it looks like somebody makes a bad judgment call, possibly out of anger, possibly out of impulsivity, possibly just out of that passionate, you know, kind of sting, and it doesn't work out for them. It's relative to this very, very smart Queen of Swords over here, and she stays in her upright position. So whoever does this, I don't see it working out well for them. You know, it shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Continuing with that, down here, the Eight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and Ace of Cups upright. It looks like they have to walk away from this because of their bad decision and dropped ball. It looks like they have to realize, okay, I've got to kind of tuck tail and go the other direction. I have to slow my roll for real with this, because you know, I'm losing effectiveness. I might even be losing face some, like embarrassing themselves a little bit. And this Ace of Cups coming up again under this Queen of Swords, coming up in an upright position. So she again is associated with an Eight of Cups, which this is a relief, emotional release, emotional relief, emotional like gift coming from the universe to her. So whatever this is strong, especially for these swords kind of energy to come up and these wands energies coming up here. We've got cups energies. This is emotional and fiery, but very, very like zinger stuff. This could be a legal issue for it to be kind of coming up represented like that. So there might be some legal issue going on around this woman where it's like, you're set, you're good. Whoever tried it, they tried it. Fuck around and find out. Yeah. So, there you go. That's another thing in September 2025. Let's see what else we can know. Let's see what else we can find out. All right. So, don't want to forget this. Since it's September, and I'll keep shuffling here, but since it's September, predictions video at all of these monthly prediction videos, we have been doing giveaways. So here we go. Let's do another giveaway. When we do this, if you would like to win a free 15-minute private tarot reading with me, then just type the word WIN, W-I-N, in the comments somewhere. And sometime this month, we will use the random comment picker generator thingy, and we will choose the winner. So go ahead and type win in the comments below if you'd like to enter yourself into the giveaway for the month of September. Yeah. And then stay tuned for all the videos that are to come to see if you won. Make sure you do the little notification bell and set your notifications to all so that you'll be notified of the videos, and hopefully YouTube will still notify you of them if you do that like you're supposed to, you know, and YouTube sometimes notifies people, it sometimes doesn't. But hopefully you will be so that you can see if you won or not at some point this month when we announce. So, anyway, didn't want to forget to say yes, indeed, we are doing another giveaway this month. But for now, what can we know about September 2025? What else can we know, Spirit Guides, about September 2025? Please. Very interesting. Interesting indeed. Damn. The energy of this month, I'm telling you. The energy of this month. So, we have once again got a reverse devil card, which is the better position to see it. We also, right below it, notice, have an upright 10 of Cups card, which is what a lot of people refer to as the happily ever after card. You know, that's a nice card to see here. Certainly we've got some struggles coming up here, even here. This is a good one as well. So it's like these things here are a mixed bag, but a mixed bag slanting in what the spirit guides are feeling like is a positive direction. So again, there's going to be, you know, bad with the good, good with the bad. There's going to be a mix pretty much at all times because this is life, and life kind of has a mix. We don't want to filter out the positives and only look at the negative, but we don't want to be toxically positive and never address and face the shadow sides either. We want to be aware of both and take in both, address both, face both. And this is showing us both in September. So, except for a slant on the positive for once. So this is interesting. This is quite interesting. Top row, 9 of Pentacles upright, Devil card in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse. With this, again, we are looking at this sense of most likely a female figure here. We've got this feminine energy card with our 9 of Pentacles upright. And this is looking like some female figure kind of coming more into prominence in September, and in a way where there might be some negative talk around her or negative baggage around her, or maybe some, you know, tainted reputation around her. But I see this sense of her kind of clearing that up, or at least moving past it. Like there may or may not be, you know, any cleanup that she can do, but being able to kind of move beyond that where it's not limiting to her anymore. I'm seeing that kind of a thing coming up where it's like she's trying to kind of figure out how to, I guess, regain a place for herself here. And whatever this is, this feels like, especially as we're going down here to the bottom row, we've got all of these Cups cards here. Matter of fact, even a Cups card here. It looks like this, I guess, rehabilitation project for her has to be like a very emotional one, not just for her, but like pulling at heartstrings. So let's say there was something around some female figure and maybe her reputation was tarnished or something happened, but she was able to do a really good like PR stunt and come back, or she was able to do some sort of you know, like how people talk about people's villain arcs and then their rehabilitation arcs and stuff like that. If she has, you know, one of those arcs that could be, you know, more on the positive side for her. I will say she's got to be careful because it is, again, a mixed bag. This card in reverse, not so good. Not so good, not so good, really good. So it's like there's still going to be pockets of things that just aren't going to work for her. And that's why I said she's probably not going to be able to totally clear the air or totally rehabilitate herself. But she is going to be able to let go of an anchor and move on. And so it's kind of like, girl, don't try to clean up the entire mess. Just take what you got and move on with it. You know, it's kind of like, how do I put it? Like, this is literally the first example that shot in my head right now. It's probably not even the best example, but it's what came up. But like, say that you're, you know, trying to like accept a gift from someone. They're being nice and they're giving you this gift and you're like, oh, thank you for this. And they're like, open it now. And you're like, oh, okay. And so then you go to open it and you're holding it up like, oh, that's nice. And then you drop it and it like breaks and you're embarrassed. You're like, oh shit. You know, like you're not going to be able to unbreak the thing, okay? You might be able to scramble up the pieces and like be like, oh, no worries, I'm gonna fix this. Thank you for that. Oh, so kind of you. This was my fault for dropping it. Oh, Butterfingers me. I'm totally gonna fix this at home. I have super glue. I can do this. Oh, it'll be easy. I'll send you a picture once it's fixed. And like you could, you know, do some sort of damage control enough to get out of the situation, saving face, and move on from there. But you're not gonna fix the thing. Like, what happened. You can just make the best of a bad and move on. That is what I see for her in September. So if she tries to go on some sort of a campaign trail for herself, and I don't say that as in like literally somebody political, although it could be alluding to someone political, but if she tries to go on some kind of a trail like that, like, you know, look at me and I want everyone to like me and love me again and this and this and that, I don't see that working out for her. She really ought to just, you know, do a nice, quiet Irish goodbye and just slip on out and just, you know, continue with her life. So that's what I see there for her. Alrighty. So, interesting. So we've got several, like, big things happening with some formidable female figures that are in the limelight coming up in September. So very interesting. And still, with everything that's coming up, it's like, yeah, there's going to be not so great things happening in September, but mostly we're seeing a slant of some positive stuff coming through. So, again, we'll take it. We'll take it. Shit shuffle. We won't take that. Try again. There we go. All right. Let's get shuffled up and find out what else can we know September 2025. Please. Okay. As we get shuffled again, if you would like to book a private reading, then BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can book a private reading with me. 15-minute, 30-minute, 45-minute sessions, tarot tutoring, intuitive healing sessions, Reiki Energy sessions, all of that on my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. It's there. There's descriptions of all of that. If you don't know what some of it is and it's of interest to you to learn, it's all there. If you're curious about pricing and everything, it's all there. So everything, BeasTalksAndTarot.com for private stuff. All right. So, anywho, September 2025, what else can we know? Okay. Alrighty. So, here. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is about September and the feminine energies here. Got another one coming up here with our Queen of Wands. Got technically another one coming up here with an Eight of Swords. So there's something about September being like a big month for certain women. I don't know if there's a reason for that. All of y'all out there that are aware of astrology and things like that, is there some kind of a reason why there would be like something going on in September that revolve around specific women? Like, is there some kind of I don't know anything about astrology. That's why I ask y'all, because some of y'all know a lot about it. Like, I know Venus is the love month, and it's like love month. Venus isn't a month. It's a love planet, and it's, you know, feminine energy. Is there something going on with Venus this month in September or something. I don't know. Like, just lay it out on us. Tell us in the comments so those of us curious can know, because this is intriguing that this has come up now multiple times here. But from what we're seeing here, 3 of Pentacles upright, 10 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles upright. So several Pentacles cards here. But then down here, 8 of Swords upright, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Wands upright. So this seems like it's starting more general, but feeding into something that's revolving around whoever this person is. And again, most likely if, female that it's talking about. We got feminine energy coming up in here. But with this up here, I see people working together, and this does feel like it's probably political, especially since we've got some pentacles here, and then over here it's kind of like this political sense of people working together, because something has gotten dropped. Something in September is no longer sustainable. It can't progress that way anymore. They've got to just kind of stop and let it go. Got to pull up some sort of fresh new ideas, fresh new information, just something tangible and new, because the direction that they're going in is stuck. And so it's like, well, what do you do when you're stuck? You can't just keep trying the same thing. You've got to pause, reassess, and take a detour. Come up with a different game plan. This 5 of Pentacles is also talking about this kind of sense of releasing some stuckness, getting unstuck, being able to find a way in, being able to find a way around something that can feel, like you're finding where your advantages are, or you're finding out what you can leverage, or things like that. And this does feel like it's either political or political adjacent, whatever this is. And this Queen of Wands is coming up here at the end, because it seems to me like she is a pivotal part of how this starts to get resolved. And so whether she's the one that comes up with the idea, or whether she's the one that presents it, or whether she's the one that everybody's like, well, these people are on board, but we need X amount of people on board for this. And then here she is, or she's the mouthpiece for it, or she's an advocate for it. I don't really know exactly who she is, but I know that she has a major part in whatever this movement or circumstance is in September. So, getting out of stuckness, rerouting, figuring stuff out a different way. And again, this has a slight lilt to the positive. So they're bringing up, like, yeah, it's a negative to be stuck. It's a negative to be like, this is an untenable direction. We can't with this. Those things aren't good. But the fact that we're seeing like, okay, well then let's think about it and rework this, figure it out. Let's come up with something else, make it work, make it work. That is a positive. That's taking something and turning it around. So there's something like that in terms of the entire energy that we keep kind of seeing in all of these pools about September, is this sense of, here's your lemons. Life does that. It throws fucking lemons. But here's your sweetener packet. Would you like some ice water with that? Okay, do your thing. And it's like, so you can figure out what you can use to as a pitcher. Go source something and figure it out. It's like it's gives you a problem, but it also gives you some of the tools that you'll need, and you get to be resourceful and put the rest together to make a not so great situation a better situation. It's like that's what's happening in September over and over and over again. We keep finding that patterning with different situations, different people, but we keep finding that patterning. So when we see patterns that persist and the theme keeps coming up, I like to mention that, because usually if that's playing out on the big stage, in front of all of us, with our leaders and our politicians and our, celebrities and our well-known people and whatever, then a lot of times these are things that, thematically we see happening in our own lives as well. So it's kind of like, okay, let's put a pin in that and think about it. But again, also don't know what's going on with the whole bringing up, these scenarios about women in September 2025. Really don't know what that's about, but I guess we're fixing to find out, aren't we? I guess we're fixing to find out. So, let's see. Let's do one more, like just quick pull. Let's see if we could just do one more quick pull here before we go to the Perk Squad extended video. So, one more quick pull here of anything else in this video that you would like us to know about September 2025 quickly. A new messenger coming into town, looking at how things are and deciding, hey, we need a change up. Time to change things up. So it really does feel like there's some change in energy coming in September that, again, not everybody's going to be happy with what they showed in that very first pull, but that they are considering a positive thing overall in the grand scheme of everything and how it plays out. A new messenger in town being like, I don't like the writing on the wall. I don't like the direction this is going in. Let's switch it up. Let's change it up. And that they would have some sort of a power to initiate that change. So, something shifted in September. That, whether on the surface it looks good or not, seems like it starts to bring us in a direction that is better than the alternative. So, okay. This is a lot of strange energy for September. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm a little bit like kind of side-eyeing it like, what is this? Like, okay, like it's just enough to pique your interest, but also enough to make the paranoid part and anxious people be like, so what is that? What is that? So but okay, we'll take the bad with the good with the bad. We're not filtering the positives, and we're also not, being this toxic positivity life of there's no shadows, everything's great either. We're gonna take both, and we're gonna work with both. This is definitely very interesting. So, two things. One, we've got B-rolls coming at you for people that like to end these videos with some, giggles or laughs or whatever at any of the shenanigans and B-rolls that we have here. So that's coming up. And then second thing is that we've got the Perk Squad extended video coming up for everybody that wants to head on over there to the Perk Squad. And I guess also for September 1st, those of y'all here in the States, happy Labor Day to y'all. And I reckon we will be continuing to track all of this and see y'all in a future upcoming video here. So, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, love you. Bye, y'all. Every morning. Y'all need to quit. Y'all have already gotten a bite of all the fruits. Y'all have eaten every single fruit. Each of you have eaten every single fruit. So we need to calm down now. Jesus. Put it down once you can see it better.
Oh, he got scared.
It really is Clifford.
Mm-hmm.
He's upset about Clifford.